It's not finance. Finance is not the problem. It's a spiritual connection that I'll never be rich, and if I am, I won't go to heaven, and my God, I want to go to heaven. The morning blessings. So let us get us going. Set the nets. You know what it is, right? The lobster fishermen, the this fisherman, that fisherman, they set their traps, they set their nets. Those in the forest set their traps. This is the time everybody's setting something out there, right? They're hunting, getting ready for winter. So what are you setting? Have you set the nets for your life? What do you want to attain? What do you want to catch? Set the nets. But once you set the net, the journey isn't over. You have to be consistent. Sometimes you will go, it's time to pull the net out of the water or to go look for the trap and see what you got. And it's empty. Does that mean you stop? Does that mean you sit on the stone next to the trap, or you jump in the water and say, I'm giving up because you didn't catch anything today? So consistency is shown to us all through the habits of others, like set the nets and stay consistent. Those of you that are religious and you read it in the scriptures of the Bible, he said, they went and they pulled the nets out of the water and it was empty. And he said to them, Jesus said to them, put it in again and pull it up. And it's not because he made a miracle to do that. He is just telling you, you cannot stop. Put the nets in again. So you didn't get there. Try it again. So good morning, beautiful souls. I'm Tessa-Marie, as you know. And today we're leaning into a simple, honest truth. Life rewards consistency. The truth is, if you're consistent, life will reward you. Set the intention, as I show up on my results show up. You see, as I show up, my results show up. So if you show up, the results will show up. It might not happen boom, ba-da-doom, but it will show up. So take a deep breath through the nose for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 6. So repeat twice, do it again and again. So once you have done it 3 times, you've been consistent. Once we do it every day, 5 days a week, we are being consistent. Once you practice this when you wake up in the morning, thank you, I have another day, you're being consistent. Deep breath in is important. Moment is important. The fisherman metaphor. Imagine a fisherman, he sets his net with care, leaves them to do their quiet work, returns, empties the catch, and sets them again. No drama, no gossip, no rush, just rhythm, consistency. You just do it. Once you get into the rhythm of consistency, it just happens to work. Be prepared. Kathleen said she bought the costume. Jean got reminded she has a weighted blanket. She wants to use it. I was prepared, Kathleen said. So this weekend I relaxed. That's what we have to remember. Be prepared. Once you are in the rhythm of doing the things properly, so you're going to cook. Peel 5, 6 onions, put it through that small machine you have, add some garlic to it, put it in the fridge, add a little bit of pepper and some olive oil, and just set it there. When you're looking for onions, you don't have to be rushing. It's there. Prepare. All you do is cook some, you put it in the meat, the fish, what you're doing. Be prepared. You shouldn't always. You have the time. No drama. You're not stressed looking for onion. No gossip, no rush, just rhythm. Everything is in the kitchen is going like this. Consistency compounds, intermittent evaporates. So if you're doing it now and maybe not now, it will disappear. But consistency compounds. You build on it. You're saving $1, you're saving another $1. You're taking action. You're taking another action. You're getting better. Call out the truth. No sugarcoating is coming your way. Most of us set the net once. We peak every 2 minutes. Then quit when the first hour is slow. We set the net, we're going to do it, and we want the results right away. It's like the person who wants to lose weight. It took you 30 years, 40 years to gain this weight, and you want to get it over in a week. So then you go to extreme. And when you go to extreme, you lose focus because you're doing something you're not supposed to really do, and you know that. So then you get fed up. This is not working, and you give up. But if you set the net and you don't even have to plan how many pounds you want to lose. All you have to say is that I'm going to do some things to bring my weight down. What do? You watch what you eat, you watch how many times you move, you look at what the stretches you do. People think that just stretching is not anything. When you stretch or you do some qigong and you hit your body in certain spot, you're stimulating the blood, you're saying wake up. So most of us just set the net once. We peak every 2 minutes, then we quit when the first hour is through. You don't need a new net. You need a new habit. You don't need more motivation. You need a system you will actually repeat. Love doing it. It's not easy to do anything. It's not easy to love doing something that is challenging, that is a little painful, that pinches on the right and pinches on the left. No, it's not. But you want to go somewhere. If you do not take the first step on the rocky road to success, success is not going to come looking for you. You guys have to meet each other halfway up the road. You need a system that you will actually repeat. What will you repeat? When you feel, you see, the thing is, when we feel. So my friend said to me, I don't exercise like you. I stretch, I do 30-35 minutes of exercise every day. I meditate every day. I read and I write every day. I compose and I listen every day. I eat every day. And most likely, maybe I will cook every day or every other day. But I know I have to eat. It sustains me. I need to have certain amount of foods in my system so I can do that. I need to move my body so it flows. It's a habit that you can actually repeat. You have to repeat it. You repeat clicking and pointing and clicking on the computer. You repeat scrolling on your phones endlessly. You repeat that. Told me not to use the word lose because it triggers the subconscious. I agree. I watch my words, right? I said lose. It's true. You want to lose weight, you want to be healthier, or you want a certain weight. What is your plan? How many pounds do you want to weigh? That might be better. So breathe and center in the nets. Reset your net. Always instead say, I want to lose weight. Instead of doing that, say something else. So you breathe and center in your nets. You reset the net. You reset your mind. Okay, you didn't catch any fish today. Okay, you didn't hit the mat today. Does that mean you stop and say, well, yesterday I didn't do it, I'm not going to bother? Right. But you still want the result. I'm going to get to my ideal weight. Yes. And you choose what it is. So guided breath with 4 words on inhale. N, no. I act now. That's N. E, enough. What I have is enough to begin. Trust. I trust the process. S, set again. Nets. That's the net of your life. Our life is a net. We're constantly having to act now. What we have, we know is enough already. We have to trust the process and we have to set it again and again. I set the net again. Nets, breathe twice slowly, grounded pacing. No, I can act. Enough. I have enough in me to do this. Trust. I trust in what I believe and what I have. I trust in the process. And I set my nets over and over again. Because people ask me a lot of questions and I answer them. And when I answer them, one human being said it's always about the 5 pillars with you. Excuse me, I said it should always be about the 5 pillars with you, with all of us. And she couldn't understand how the 5 pillars forces you to apply and to be consistent. So, emotional prosperity regulate the swings. People are swinging and they have these swings and they're worse than the weather. They're up, they're down. They're worse than fall weather. Emotions are weather. Consistency is the climate. The weather changes, the emotion changes. But if you are consistent, you develop a better habit in your head. So our emotion, as much as we do not see the link, it rules our feelings. Our feelings rules our life. And it gets ruled, those feelings get ruled by the five senses. We react emotionally to what we hear, we think, we feel, we taste, and we touch. We know that. Ooh, we touch something, ooh, clammy. We taste something, ooh, peppery, spicy. We hear something, oh, that's terrible. We see, did you see that? And we smell, oh, right? Emotion. How are we checking that? Practice, name, and then reframe. I feel great, and I choose the next right action. Always practice that in your mind. I feel great, and I choose the next right action. Emotion can ride with you. It cannot drive you, or it should not drive you. When you allow your emotion to drive you, you're not in control. To be consistent with your emotion, you need to take some time to meditate, a breath, a stop, a question. If you were me, how would you react to this situation right now? If you were me, what would you do? If you were me, how would you reply? That is, you're checking in with emotion and saying, come on, what would you do? What is the best thing to do right now, right? That's what emotion is. You're telling your emotion, hey, should I fly off the handle, or should I walk away to live to fight another day? Is it the right time? They're holding the knife and the blade is pointed at you. Your supervisor has your paycheck at their fingertip. The police officer has his pad in his hand. He could choose to write the ticket or not. He is holding the handle of the knife and the blade is pointed at you. So is this time for you to rush him? Really? Who's going to get hurt? Emotion. We have to learn to do that. Micro habit. Check for 60 seconds. Your feeling. Check check where you are. And say, what am I doing? How am I affecting me? Physical prosperity, that's the one that where we catch a net and we leave it. Body at the first net. The body is the engine of consistency. It needs motion is lotion. Wherever there is motion, lotion, thinking, things go smoothly. They are oily. This squeaky wheel gets the oil. The door that is annoying, you spray it to get it to work. You know, so practice. Activate yourself. Roll your shoulder. You release your neck. Do some things. Bend and say, I dare myself to touch my toes. I dare myself. You're sitting on the chair. Why not lift your knees just a little, your leg just a little, and just get it. Let it know that you want it to go. Okay, so you cannot squat, but can you hold on to something and use your legs to go down instead of your back? We have to learn to do those things. Consistency makes those 5 pillars run well. Water before coffee. Protein before sugar. Everybody goes in and they say, oh, I had my coffee. But you've been asleep all night and your body has been working to cleanse it. So you run to the bathroom and you spit the bacteria that is in your mouth down the sink, and you take something created in a lab and you go, I feel, it was created in a lab. Why not drink the water and take those bacteria where they can go so they can help create the enzyme to digest your food? Oh, Tessa-Marie, my cousin was chewing gum and she was clicking and clacking around me and it was annoying me. And the woman is a doctor. I was so annoyed. I go, can you listen? I couldn't. I just said, what are you clicking and clacking? And she's telling me gum. I said, why are you chewing gum? For fresh breath. I said, woman, brush your teeth. It doesn't give you, and you're diabetic on top of that. So, you see what I mean? Think, ask yourself the question. You know, just ask yourself this question. Is it helping me? Is it going to take me closer or further away from my dream goals and desires? What my actions are. So, No. When you wake up in the morning, before you have the coffee, drink a nice glass of room temperature water. Then brush your teeth. And then have your coffee. And for every cup of coffee, you need 2 cups of water. That's just how it works. Every cup of tea or alcohol, you need 2 cups of water. They are diuretics, aren't they? We know that, don't we? But no, we still fool around with it. So, no consistent life with inconsistent sleep. You need to sleep. Your body needs to sleep. You heard me talk about the weighted blanket. Buy one and just try it. Buy one and try it. Bring it to your diaphragm, just below your breastbone, and sleep with it and see what happens. And then when you get accustomed, see if you're calmer, see if your legs are moving more. So let's look at mental prosperity, focus friction. Your attention is your bait. My attention is my bait. Today's catch. What did you catch today? Your attention is your bait. Did you listen? What did you catch? When somebody spoke, what did you hear? Or were you busy forming the answer to the question? And he who answers the question before hearing the entire thing is a fool, because you didn't know where it was going. You're talking to somebody and you say, I couldn't call you. Well, I know no, you don't know. And I wasn't busy. I had something that was being done that I had to look at. So just wait to hear the whole thing. The net is what you have. Put it out there. Keep setting the net. Go back and check for your fish. 2 today, 10 tomorrow. 2 today, 1 tomorrow. The tide will bring it in, or the tide will take it away. You have to be aware of the tide. So that's one of the things we have to understand. Then there is the friction. Remove one distraction for 7 days. A messy desk is your mental situation you're clearing up. They say if your surroundings is messy, your mind is messy. You cannot focus. You cannot stay where you are supposed to stay. So what is the 1-2 days catch you can do? Clean your dresser. A lot of people tell me I'm cleaning my drawers. But how many things do you have on the dresser that you shouldn't be there? It needs to be moved. The net, put things away and where you can get it. The tide, look at how it's going in and it's coming out. When you bring in something new, get rid of something else. Messiness and clutter keeps you from going the right way. You have to make sure you understand that. Remove one distraction for 7 days. A messy desk. Stop scrolling for just because you're bored. And if you're bored, ask yourself that question. If you were me, what would you do now? And pause and wait. Don't jump up and just go eat something because you're bored. Drink something because you're bored. Scroll somewhere because you're bored. Don't do that. Sit on the floor. Sit on the floor and spread your legs and take your left hand to your right toe and your right hand to your left toe. Even if you just did that. And even if you have to end up coming back up in the downward dog position because you cannot come up. But the more you do this, the better you are at it. My masseuse told me that she's trying to flip her feet to her back and have it touch the floor. And she said to me, I have never been able to do it. And she asked me if I could. I said, of course I do. I've always been able to do it because I always did it. It was consistency. So when there is a lull in my day, I put the mats down. I put something, there's a roller Jillian gave me. I stick it at the back of my head. And I listen to classical music for 20 minutes. I just lie there. If it's chilly, I throw the blanket over me and I lie on the mat. If not, I want to do some stretches, sitting stretches. I sit on the floor and stretch. And of course, getting off the floor can be challenging. But what I notice is the consistency of doing this little action, the downward dog situation has gone away. I can use my own body weight to bring myself up. So, spiritual prosperity, trust the invisible work. There is invisible work happening. It is. It's happening all the time. Nets work while you're not looking, so does faith. The fisherman casts his net. The hunter casts his traps, and they walk away. They do not sit there and stare at it. While they're gone, they catch what they're looking for. So, set your trap and walk away. Believe, have faith that what it is you're working on will come. It doesn't mean it's going to come tomorrow morning. And if you're doing something like I do the morning blessings, and if and when, that's my answer, and if and when, my mind tells me, Tessa-Marie, you have to stop doing the morning blessings. I have to ask that thought. So what are we going to replace it with? You tell me. You came up with it. Do you have a plan? Or am I just going to give up and stop? And do what then? As you said that question, if you do not do the thing that brings you consistency and freedom and flexibility and good eating habits, good thinking habits, good behavioral habits, with spiritual connection, then what will you replace them with? So let's look at financial. Because every time I get a phone call, it's about finances. And then when I look at it or a DM, it's not finance. Finance is not the problem. It's a spiritual connection that I'll never be rich. And if I am, I won't go to heaven. And my God, I want to go to heaven. I need the address to heaven to put in my GPS so I can drive there. So where is it? So they're afraid of finance. And then they spend it. They can't have to go. I don't want to keep this. This is evil. But it's not though. It does not bite. It doesn't anything. It is a means of having experiences you would normally have if you didn't have it. Your last vacation, your ability to buy something, a glass of wine or whatever indulgence you want, or whatever practical purposes you have the money for. So money grows through automatic, consistent moves. I always tell my people, do not trust yourself to pay yourself. Do not do that. We were taught to be last. We were taught never to be favored by ourselves. We were taught everybody else is more important than us, starting with husband, then when the children comes, and it just goes on, and parents. So therefore, we never pay ourselves. We will never do anything for ourselves. But we love our children so much that we cause them to worry because we neglect ourselves. Oh, mom is not doing that. Oh, dad is not doing that. Really? So start now to care for you. And your money is where you can start. Automatic transfer. Set a weekly dollar amount onto your saving consistently. The bank will do it for free. They want your dollar. Trust me, they want your dollar. They need your dollar. Because your dollar and the other million of $1 they get gives them $1 million to lend, to borrow, to create a mortgage at 5%, and they pay you back 1.001%. So where's all that rest of that money going? To them. But they are consistently telling you to come, you won't do it. Do it automatically. Do not just trust yourself. Your employer doesn't trust you to pay your income tax to the government, so they take it from your check and send it to the government. Nowadays, they want you to have a credit card to get a phone so that they can put their hands on your phone and grab the payment. The gym does it, the bank does it, the hydro company, the rent, everybody wants to go in your account and take their share except you. You don't want to take your share? No, I'm not worthy of savings. Because at the back of your mind, it has been imprinted in you consistently over the years. Everybody else matters but you. So put a label on your money. You have a name, don't you? So I can differentiate you from another human. The government of Canada does it well. They have a name for every part of finance. They have a name for the children's education account. They have a name for your superannuation account. They have a name for your Canada pension plan. They have a name for your old age pension plan. They have a name for your retirement plan. They have a name for your tax-free savings account. Everything have a name. You cannot, if you don't have a name, I can call you anything. And then the money goes for anything. But if you name it and you look at it, oh, that's my vacation account. That's my emergency account. This is my purchase from my home account. This is the purchase for me to buy a car account. This is the car maintenance account. It looks like a lot, but once it's organized, it's a breath of fresh air. So these are the things we have to learn to do. Return, or always return to yourself in the morning and check on you. When your nets come out light, do not be impatient. When your nets is not functioning, do not stop being consistent. When you start comparing your successes or with others, or even your failure to each other's, tell yourself, hey, that's not the way to go. So do not overcomplicate things. If the step needs a spreadsheet, then give it a spreadsheet. If it's too big, then make it too small. But do not complicate things. You have to work slowly. So I set a net you can lift. Do not go setting a net that is too heavy for you, and when it's not full, you get disappointed. It wasn't your net. It was the net of the person who did 11 years of schooling after high school to become a doctor. It was the net of the person that went to university after high school. So your net is bigger. Your net is lower. That doesn't mean it's not good enough, but you set it. And only you can change. So do not look at them and compare they make 300, 400, 500,000 a year. I should be doing that too. But did you set your net of education to catch that? Or did you cruise? Results. Consistency is what does it. So always visualize where you want to go. Always look at things that are closer for you. You return when you go to that pot where you set your net. When you return there, what you set is what you're going to get. The kind of net you set. You want little fish, you have a little net, it will get that. When that net is full and you sold all that fish, or you get better, you take another course, you learn something new, you go back and you try, you apply for it. You're constantly working on yourself. And it's not selfish. It's not being vain. I show up and then results show up. I do small daily things, one at a time, and then big ones come. My system that I use is stronger than the failure that is better than me. I set the net, I trust the tide, I set it again and again, knowing that eventually what I desire will come to me. I need to feed myself through the winter. I am setting my net now. I need a great 2026. I begin to set my net 3 months before the first of the year. What are you going to do? Consistency is the king. When you set your net, remember, it will be loose one day, heavy the next day, it will be torn one day. But the days you get it, you hold on to it. The days you don't get it, you repeat it again and again. And that's how you do it. So remove one friction from your life today. One, add the feelings, check it out. How do I feel today? Add the physical action. Add the mental, what can I do to clear my mind today? Physically, what can I do? I can walk, I can review your spiritual connection. Are you good enough in your head? Financially, are you just wasting your money? Consistency is king. So make sure you put all you can into being consistent. No matter, you know that. I need to tell you this. If you consistently drink too much, you'll be a drunk. Every time you drink too much. You eat too much, you'll gain weight. You lie down too much, you won't be able to move. You do not go to work, you won't get paid. It's all consistent. Whatever you do consistently gives you the result you're looking for. Have a great day. If you're looking for someone to be a speaker at any of your events that you're planning, get in touch with me. My email address is right here. And you can contact me, and I would love to give you more about making life choices to you or any of the topic on living a fulfilled life. Have a great day.